You did have the fans chanting Stanz. I did. I heard you all. Everyone who was there. And it was hype as hell. Shoulder feels like absolute shit. Went to the doctor today and he was mad. I know that, like, hey, he works for me. I'm paying for it. But he was like, so you dislocated your shoulder once and you boxed again. And then you dislocated again in the very next session. And then you boxed again. And I looked at him and I went, hell yeah, brother. And he said, you have to get this x-rayed today. I drove to the x-ray location and they were like, we don't do x-rays today. We only do them tomorrow. So I'm going to go get an x-ray tomorrow. They're going to tell me everything in here is torn up. It feels so bad. You did amazing at chess boxing. Hope your boomer arm is doing better. The whole event was hype. The event was amazing. It was probably dumb, but a lot of respect for going into the fighting knowing it was going to be a problem. It was dumb. No respect should be given. It was actually just dumb. You were schmacking on him. You would have destroyed him in the ring. I won the first 30 seconds by going out like a fucking Wolverine. And then after that, I think he definitely had he was winning boxing. Now, maybe I was still ahead because my first 30 seconds were so good, but he was boxing with skill and I was boxing with heart. And the thing about skill is it beats heart always. I actually just want to show that I learned boxing. I feel like in the ring, I was backyard brawling. I didn't slip a single thing. I didn't do anything. And I wanna get better. So hopefully I can rehab my shoulder. I mean, I know we're way bigger. I feel like me and Box could have worked most people on that card. I think we were fucking nuts out there. Because yeah, that's the thing. Both of us face tanked. Actually, both of us face tanked everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Simon. He took one of my hardest punches straight up, literally went humana, 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 and then came at me like a bulldog. That look to the ref to say you're fine was so cold. Oh, did that get caught on everything? It was true. I got hit pretty hard, and I was like, oh no. You can't count that. And I looked at the ref, and he looked at me, and I kind of just waved my hand like I was waving to him, and he nodded. We had a moment, me and the sexy ref. It sucks that the sexy ref was the one who made the mistake in the Andrea fight because we were vibing. Thoughts on Lawrence's fight getting called in the first boxing round? I did not get to watch it very closely, but it looked like he got his shit rocked. And this event, it was like, the way that they told us was like, you guys are content creators. You make your money with your faces and with your brain. And so we don't want anyone to have any permanent damage. And the fact that he got rocked so hard he like hit the mat, I think they were just playing it safe. If you have a problem with the Trent call, you should have more of a problem with the Toph call, but I think both calls were justified for keeping the event as safe as possible. True. When Ludwig did the chest slapping, he said that he could hear everything through the headphones. Is that true? Yeah, but the adrenaline. So Ludwig obviously was like less torqued. For me, it was just like noise and words, but I was focusing on the chess, and I knew my opening, right? Because I played it right. The only thing I can remember hearing is one guy in the audience kept screaming, take the pawn! Take the pawn! He was trying to help Box. And it took like 3 moves, but Box eventually did take the pawn. The best moment that I felt live was definitely when I got the knockdown on him and the crowd went nuts and I was just walking around the ring like nodding my head. That was a good moment. I got a bone to pick, by the way, with Ludwig and that fucking TikTok where it's like I made YouTubers see who the strongest punching YouTuber was. There was not a single mention. Everyone keeps telling the story. I'm trying to keep it under wraps. After I hit the fucking bag, people everywhere in the arena, even the staff, were calling me Mr. 819 because I hit the 819. And it's like, hey, I'm just a boxer. I'm just a streamer. This is not who I am as a human being. I just punch really hard. And he didn't put that on video. Cants can verify. Literally everyone's like, wait, is that Mr. 819? Is that Mr. 819? Stanz made me introduce him to everyone as Mr. 819. I'd have to enter the room before him and announce his arrival. He was my herald. Yeah, the fact that Box tanked an 819 is why he deserved to win. Straight up. Did you guys get the shoulder back in place right away each time? Yeah. You can see it in the ring. I don't know if you guys saw it on stream. The ref is talking to me, and I'm going like, hey, man, my shoulder dislocated. And then while he's talking to me, it goes and pops right back in. And his eyes went, awooga. The ref was like, oh, no. Daniel said he was pissed you didn't keep fighting. Yeah, I looked at Daniel, and he looked at me and was like, pop it back in. He was like giving me the eyes. And I was like, dude, this is so much worse than the last few times. I can't do it. Obviously, he was fine with me, like, hey, shoulder dislocated, it happens. He was the one that was really concerned about the shoulder. What he should be pissed about is my absolute lack of any boxing form that we trained. I got in the ring and I was bone saws ready. I was just out there throwing punches. I was not slipping. I was not doing anything. I was not parrying anything. I went Unga mode. I went straight up Unga mode. To be fair, coming out hard was the winning strategy against inexperienced fighters, I think. Yeah, a lot of fights ended early, right? Spud got ended early. Toph got ended early. The second I dazed Box, I thought he was going to get ended early. And what's crazy, Box told me, his coach told him, like, hey, they're going to start out slow. Everyone starts out slow. And so Box was like, dude, you came at me so fast, and I did not expect it. So I had a strategic advantage. I cannot believe that his coach told him I was going to come out slow, because I have said on stream that I was going to come out like a demon, that if I didn't knock him out, it would be over. It did not take much investigation to know that I was trying to end the fight in 30 seconds. Me and Box did not mind game each other whatsoever. We both looked at each other, Giga Chad to Giga Chad, and was like, gonna punch, yeah? And I was like, gonna punch. How happy was Lud behind the scenes? I know what he said about the viewership expectations. He must be so pleased with the event. Yeah, the event was awesome. The first thing he did was get in a call with me and H-Rock and go, hey, never gonna pass 2K, huh, bud? And then H-Rock had to do the same thing he said, which was like, it was 2K subs, not 2K viewers. Point Crow's chess broke my heart. Oh, dude, me too. He had it. He had mate in one. That fucking sucks. But it is so hard when you get punched in the face. That is chess boxing. That's chess boxing. You get hit in the fucking face and you miss mate in one. It's even crazier because he had his hand on that queen for so long. And he just had to move it one diagonal. Caddy corner. Oh, last shout out before we stop talking about chess boxing. Toph. Toph walked me through the opening for about 40 minutes and like different variations before the fight. And you can see in the chess portion, when we started, I played that opening like a golden god. For one shining moment, I was Magnus Carlsen. And it was all because of Toph. And that gave me the confidence. Dude, going into boxing 1, I was like, I'm fucking winning on the board. I'm going to do whatever I want. I then get the fucking 8 count on him. I go back, he blunders his queen, and I'm thinking like, holy shit. And it's all because of Toph. The only thing I was thinking during the first chess round was Toph is fucking loving this right now. And he probably wasn't even watching because he was preparing for his fight. But in my head, I was like, dude, Toph is smiling somewhere. How's Operan going? Anything cooking up? Yeah, I tweeted about it last night. But we are working on a show with Germa. His annual awards show / Christmas show. Germa's so excited, and I'm also so excited. It's actually gonna be fucking off the rails. I'm so excited for this. When you start a production company for streamers, like one of the people you wanna work with is Germa, right? He did the Dollhouse, he did all kinds of stuff. He's not only a fun guy to be around, he is like such a genuine, kind person. Being around Germa makes you feel safe. You're just like, oh, this guy's cool. He's just like a homie. You can tell the story about how we made Germa accidentally say hi to everyone at the VIP booth. Yeah, Germa was walking around and I said hi and, you know, hey, Germa, this is Kance and whoever was with us. And we're like, we're going to go find the punching machine and I'm going to go get the high score in front of like people. It's going to be fun. And he's like, oh, that sounds fun. Let's go do that thing. I'll go do that thing with you, right? And so we're walking around and we go out into the lobby. And not only is there no punching machine, but I forgot my like ID, my lanyard. And so I have to leave. And the only way out is through the VIP room, which is like 50 to 100 super fans who obviously want to take a photo with Germa. It's almost like I led him into the net. I was your guys' man on the inside to get Germa in front of the people. Because the second he walked in there, he was swarmed, and I did not see him again until the event. How was chess boxing in Vegas? Have any fun? I had a great time. It was nice being in Vegas with the dogs because it was nice to just laugh a little. Okay, I'll say it. It's tough being the funniest person in the room. And so it was nice having some other people that could carry the conversation, you know? When I'm streaming, it's just me out here fucking throwing fireballs at chat. I like when other people tell me to kill myself. It just really lets me unwind. How much did Kance lose? Everything. Kance. Unless maybe he had a god run once I left, you know? We should average out what we're both paid to equate for the losses I've received. Ah, interesting. Interesting. I will take that into consideration. You know, the old boss in the other room. Got to make sure. Not on me. You guys want to hear a funny story while the plebs are gone? We went to dinner the first night. at a steakhouse in Vegas with my mods, and other people, the Veil, you know, people like that, the people who went to Vegas. And about 3/4 of the way through dinner, I realized that I had forgot to tell everyone, like, this one's on me. And it's funny because everyone had ordered, like, food, like the Wagyu steak and stuff. And Dr. Battle, to save money for gambling, ordered mac and cheese. If only I had told him beforehand, hey, that one's on me. And then also shout out to Midnight, who decided to take half the bill. Did not have to do that. It was so fucking funny. He looked at me and goes, well, I wish you would have told me before. But he was fine.